It's unsettling, really, the impact on our sense of normal, the absent sights and sounds we take for granted every day that invite apprehension, uncertainty, and feelings of anxiety. Empty streets and closed businesses, city buses without riders, silent playgrounds and schools, the hum of human activity that isn't there. It should be. Quiet ball fields, public parks, and even empty houses of worship, void of people in the most uncommon of ways. Yet in these uncertain and challenging times, we find hope and encouragement in the heroes who are there, serving, protecting, and defending us in selfless acts of compassion and duty.
I've been with EPD just coming up on 5 years, always looking for an opportunity to do something new every day. This coronavirus has really put a spin on things as far as the businesses being shut down, downtown Eugene. This is where I work. There's a huge lack of people down here right now. It's a very surreal experience. Never seen it before in my career. This is the first for everyone.
In my 8 years of law enforcement here, I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's pretty unique. Throughout my training in law enforcement, we've trained very thoroughly on visible threats that we can see, that we can hear. This new invisible threat is new, and it's scary.
I put on this uniform every day and I come to work for 10 hours or 10 plus hours a day. And then I always joke around with the people I interact with out here, with my coworkers, that, my second job starts when this uniform comes off and I go home to be a wife, to be a mom. My priorities are my family. They are a huge motivating factor to do things safely out here so I can get home.
I'm taking a risk and kind of minimizing and separating my family from that. But with this new virus, their risk just increased tenfold.
Right now, it's challenging because there are a few people that we have come into contact with who know that coughing and sneezing is definitely cause for alarm.
We've had custodies pretend to have coughs, and they appear to be fine and not having any symptoms. And then once we take them into custody, they start saying, well, I've had a fever and I've had flu-like symptoms and a dry cough.
We mask up, and we glove up, and we put our iPro on and do everything we possibly can, but it does pose some different challenges for us to be safe and stay healthy out here. We do have a job to do, and unfortunately that job requires us to be closer than 6 feet. It's hard to explain that to somebody who just sees what we're doing at face value. I would like to write fewer tickets or make fewer arrests, and I wish I could rescue kittens from a tree and give this different viewpoint to the average citizen, but we do have a job to do out here, and I would love to have people view us as just humans out here trying to do good. But it is challenging because there's a lot of people that just cannot get past this.
I do feel that the business owners downtown and some of the general population are supporting us because we are out and about in this pandemic. We, as police officers, can't self-isolate. We can't stay at home. We still have to come out here and make sure our community and its businesses are safe. And we've had some really good, kind citizens come forward and give us some donations in terms of like care packages and food. And that's all helped with morale. I wanted to help people. I wanted to serve my community, and I don't regret it. There are some days that make it a little harder than others to serve in this manner, but I don't regret it at all, and I hope to continue this for the rest of my career.
It's just being a presence out here and being that comfort for our community. It puts some minds at ease that when things are so uncertain right now, we are here for everyone, still willing to and ready to take on whatever call or activity comes our way.
Every day we pass them by, often unaware of their service and sacrifice. Fellow citizens and neighbors whose professional callings subject them to risks and dangers that we rarely see and far too often take for granted. During times of crisis, these husbands and wives, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, neighbors and friends must set aside their personal safety, leave their families, and put their duties and responsibilities over their own desires. While the vast majority of us have never faced the threats these officers encounter, we are safe because of them and humbled by them.